Rings of Power. It's got to pop up every now and then, but it's not me bitching about it this time. It's one of the original actors from, Lord of the Rings, who played the King of Rohan, right? So the actor Bernard Hill slams Rings of Power as money-making venture and not interested in watching it.
Hell
He's
yeah.
right. He is right. Like, all movies are a money-making venture. Obviously they are, all series are, of course, but you can still go into it with a certain earnest love of the source material, right? And you know it when you watch a film or a series that has that. We all know it. We've all seen them. We go, wow, okay, they clearly care about this. They clearly love it. There's attention involved. And 9 times out of 10, those ones actually earn more money. So it's funny when we talk about these things which are just money-making ventures. The ones which are so blatantly money-making ones don't tend to be, those ones which actually earn a lot of money. But yeah, he absolutely rips it apart. And, it's interesting seeing comments about stuff like this from actors that were involved in in the actual trilogy. So Bernard Hill, the actor best known to Lord of the Rings fans around the world as King Theoden, hit out at Amazon's The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power in a recent interview with Metro. The Rings of Power aired its 8-episode first season on Amazon Prime this fall. And when asked if he watched the show, Hill snapped back. So not like, oh, he snapped back. No, not interested. Straight to the point. It's a money-making venture, and I'm not interested in watching that or being in it. Good luck to them and all that stuff, but it's not like the real thing. Hill was then asked if Lord of the Rings franchise should have ended after Peter Jackson wrapped his original trilogy with The Return of the King, to which the actor responded rather curtly, to the point, completely yes. Doesn't mince his words, does he? I mean, what a fucking legend. What an absolute legend.
Yeah.
To the point. No, not interested. No, it's not the real thing. God. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Because you watched it all, Paulie, didn't you? So
I watched the whole thing.
God damn. Dreadful.
But as far as Bernard Hill, I mean, applause.
What a legend.
Sir. We need this more than those goofballs from the Frodo, the hobbits, doing their own little virtue stances that they did during their so-called racism of putting down Rings of Power. It's like, oh my god,
Goodness me.
that was so lame. Anyways, yeah, it's great. I mean, he is an elderly veteran actor. I think those are the ones that really just don't care. They're
Well, they've made their career. They're like, whatever. I'll just say how I actually think now. I'm not, vying for anyone's approval at this point, are they?
And if anything, he was probably holding back a little bit. He probably just sees what a disaster it's been.
Yeah.
And kind of how they also have treated Tolkien's legacy, because the thing is too, these actors that were part of this Jackson trilogy, man, it became part of their blood for a couple of years while they filmed. They got tattoos together. They bonded. This is they went through the war of filming this.
Well, some of them got trench foot, if I remember rightly, because they were some of them, I believe, got trench foot, if I remember rightly.
No way, really?
This stuff, yeah. I'm fairly certain. Don't quote me on it, but I'm fairly certain they got trench foot because they were literally, walking around in this armor stuff, water running up, like everything. It was just gross and Aragorn actually broke his foot when he booted. Right. And they just kept rolling. Just roll it, and the scream was real. Just amazing stuff. Viggo Mortensen, great. Like you say, they went through it all.
They went through it together, and the proof's in the pudding. The 20 years anniversary is coming up of the Two Towers. It's still probably my favorite of the three. I love all three. And what they were able to create It hasn't really been equaled. Definitely not by power.
No.
Not the biggest.
Tom? Oh, Tom's not here.
As far as the Rings of Power thing, where are we at in the conversation here?
Where are we at? You're not even listening, right?
No, I was dealing with something real quick. My kid was calling me.
And so he did continue, and he says, I think they were pushing it when they made The Hobbit. The Hobbit's
okay, so this is the guy
book.
who was in the first movie? Okay.
Yeah. So he says The Hobbit's a tiny book. They did it well. They did it really, really well. They expanded it. But I think you can only stretch a piece of elastic so far. I think they managed it in The Hobbit because there were some really good things in The Hobbit, without a doubt. But yeah, he's not interested in watching. He says he refuses to watch it. He's not interested in watching the Rings of Power at all. And basically, they just should have ended, and he can't be bothered with it. So great stuff. Tom, do you have any input now?
No, other than just the idea that this guy is clearly not beating around the bush about what Amazon is doing.
I love it when actors,
in comparison to what he clearly experienced with Jackson and those guys over there. And I mean, chances are for him to say something like that, that almost tells me like he may have been contacted. Or
we know Peter Jackson was.
Yeah, and in that case, yeah, it was they ghosted his ass because they had to at that time. But as far as like the rest goes, like I mean, I just have respect for an actor who can come out and say, yeah, I'm not gonna go to that level, regardless of how much money they may offer me or whatever it is, because it's just a cash grab. It has no soul, basically. So yeah, I think it's quite telling.
Yeah, Nick, you're back. What did you think about these comments? Have you seen them?
I have not seen them. Give me just a quick rundown.
Basically, the guy is just not. He's one of the original actors from Lord of the Rings, and he's like, mate, the Rings of Power sucks doo-doo. He's like, I'm not interested in it. It's a money-making venture, and I'm not interested in watching that or being in it. Good luck to them and all that, but it's not the real thing.
100% agree. Good on him for not taking the money and being part of a soulless production of the Rings of Power, which was god awful. I couldn't even get past the second episode. It was that bad for me. So yeah, good on him. Too bad the other actors that were in it didn't come out and say the same thing before they took their roles.
Speaking of actors, I reckon we're going to see this a lot now, but one of the actors has just quietly stepped away and they've had to recast him. So Adar, who played like the king of the orcs, basically the all-father of the orcs, who was really actually one of the only good things about Rings of Power. Very interesting, good acting. The performance was great. Elevated the scenes that he was in. Has just been recast without any actual explanation. just recast him. Don't worry about it, mate. Oh, sorry, who's that? No, don't worry about it. It's not happening over there. No, shush. It's not going on. What's that? No, it's the same guy. Of course, no. Ridiculous. I reckon we're going to see this a lot more now. A lot more. So Joseph Maul. So Joseph.
Have they already started season 2 of this show?
No, just so they started. They've started shooting it now in the UK. So they moved it from New Zealand to the UK.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, we're going to see a lot. Mate, there'll be so many more people that just leave. I bet you anything.
Yeah.
So Sam Hazeldine will be taking over the role.
I think this is going to be the beginning of a trend, possibly.
Yeah, it's going to be a mass exodus. The Rings of Power exodus. It's going to be great. Can't wait for it. So, yeah, fun times. It's almost like they just admit that it's shit then at this point, don't they? They're just like, yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm gone. See you later. Bye-bye. No, not interested in working on this lump of doo-doo.
The disconnect from these studios is just
it's staggering,
mind-boggling
isn't
to
it?
me. I mean, Rings of Power, Star Wars, The Witcher. Yeah, it's like, what are you guys doing over there?
Yeah, it's so bizarre. Like the staggering lack of self-awareness that these people have.
You're given gold, and you could make great stuff. It just rakes in the money. Like people want to give you our money for good entertainment, and it's just like they're just squandering it.
Well, look, mate, the Cocaine Bear trailer came out. Everyone loves it. Some people don't, admittedly, but most people love it, and they're just like, this is just dumb fun. Everyone's all down for
there was actually
fun.
a trailer that's come out on that. I haven't even seen it.
Trailer came out yesterday. It's brilliant.
Okay,
it looks.
I'm gonna have to watch
funny.
that.
Oh, it looks so funny, man. It looks so funny.